Alright everybody, my name is To Live and Die. I am in the process of casting a best of 5. This is game number 2. This is egshddevil versus egsDCXtreme. I'm just going to call him Devil and Extreme in the game. This is game number 2, and without further ado, let's get into it. egshddevil is up 1-0 over Extreme, and here we go. Lower left, this is Tal'Darim Altar, if you did not recognize the map. Lower left is egshddevil, upper left is Mr. Extreme. Clan name is EGS, I have no idea what it stands for, but oh well, it doesn't matter. We're just interested in the game. EGS. Oh boy. Okay, anyways, so as you know, Tal'Darim Altar, or if you haven't seen this map before, Tal'Darim Altar is a gigantic map, and when you're playing a Zerg versus Protoss on a big map like this, the game could probably be a little lengthy, especially if the Zerg is able to get, 4 bases or something like that before the Protoss can max out. If that can happen, then this game can probably drag on. The Protoss has to think about, getting Blink, getting some drops going, maybe use some War Prison play, whatever the case may be. Usually you get your like 4 or 5 gateways, and then you get you get Colossus, you get Blink, you get your obviously your extended thermal lance because of the Hydras and stuff like that. The Zerg will probably go Roaches. He'll go Hydras after Lair and stuff like that. I mean, we saw that the first game. That's just normally what you do because Hydras are so good against gateway units. There is the theory that if you do like a quick pull, like maybe a 10 pull or a 9 pull or something, that you can catch the Protoss off guard, especially if he's trying to fast expand, which looks like he's going to do since he put the pylon out here at the natural. So just like last game, looks like Devil is going to expand first. In fact, he might just go Nexus first again before the Forge. So yeah, this is one of those times where if the Zerg was like hungry enough or like kind of cheesy enough, he could put down a very fast pull, like a 10 pull, and then go after the Protoss. But that's not what we're going to see right now. Anyways, this probe is going to sneak around. He's going to creep around the base of the Zerg player. And we'll find out what he does. This Overlord is on his way to the right. This Overlord is on his way south. And this drone is on its way to the lower right. And these guys are still talking to each other. These guys obviously know each other pretty good. They're on the same team. And they've asked me to cast this best of 5. We're in game number 2. As I said, egshddevil is up 1-0. So, yeah, it's gonna. The Protoss found the Zerg base first, so he knows what's going on. He sees the pull down. He doesn't see an expansion just yet. And then when the Zerg finally sees the Protoss base, it's gonna be way too late for him to do any damage. He's gonna have a force down and a photon cannon. You would think by the time that any pressure gets down here, and it's not going to be much pressure. He only has 4 Zerglings on the map right now, which is easy enough for all the probes that the Protoss has to take care of. Alright, so we have the photon cannon going here between the pylon and the forge and the gateway in front of the forge. And what you're trying to do is just block off this area, this choke right here. You're just trying to wall off this area so that nothing can get in. Let's see what he puts next to the gateway. Meanwhile, speed is being researched by the Zerg player. Excuse me. Another hatchery is going down, so the natural hatch did go down for Mr. Extreme. As you can see, the pool shimmering in there. That's speed being researched, and I'm guessing a cybernetics core is going to go down here next to the gateway. That's what he did last game, so I don't expect anything different. Yep. So the core goes down here. Down goes another photon cannon. So 2 photon cannons here, the cybernetics core and the gateway, helping to wall off this area. All it's basically doing is just keeping a really small choke point for anything to get in. And then once it warps in a unit, he can place it right in that gap, and then he's safe for the time being. Alright, so the Overlord saw nothing at these corners. He did come down here and see where the Protoss was. The drone got down here and saw nothing, so Extreme knows what's going on as far as the other parts of the map. This probe is just being a menace. He's just going around, checking things out. Where can I put a forward pylon? Where can I you know, I'm just scouting around to see where the Zerg is, what he's doing, things like that. Boom, and as soon as he walks into base, the Zerg player sees it, and down goes the probe. Okay, now things are starting to heat up in the Protoss base. After he got some minerals going, now he's putting down his gateways. He has 1, 2, 3 gateways right there. Another assimilator goes down. He's getting both assimilators at his natural, so things are heating up now inside the base. So 4 gateways now off the expansion. 5th gateway going down off the expansion. Is he going to put down a robotics facility? We will find out. Alright, let's check out the Zerg base. He had to pull down, as you saw, the Roach Warren went down. Here's the double evolution chamber. So this is an exact mirror of the first game. These two players did exactly the same thing. And then you expect the lair to come up here shortly, and then after the lair, the Hydralisk Den. I mean, that's just normally what you do in these circumstances, especially since the Protoss did fast expand, because you know what, he could have hit a starport, and just good to get that Hydralisk Den out just in case there's air, and you need an anti-air, especially when you only have a Roach Warren and a pool. All right, hatchery, a third hatchery now at the third base of the Zerg player. Hallucination is being researched again. He did this first game. He scouted with a Phoenix, and he saw the army of the Zerg coming with that hallucinated Phoenix. It was a brilliant play. So here we go. Attack level 1, ground armor level 1, and hatchery going down, which is right there. And then we have lair being researched, which is going on. Ooh, he's actually changing his natural hatchery into a lair. Weapons level 1 for the Protoss now, and now Blink is starting. So we did put down a Twilight Council. See if we can find it. There it is. Twilight Council over here all by its lonesome. And sentries are out. 4 sentries. This is just a force field. Any of this area that the Zerg can get into. It's getting saturated here. It is second. He's probably going to want to think about getting a third here in a little bit. Notice this map does not have rocks at the third, so it makes it very easy for the Zerg and the Protoss to expand. I'm being chatted by people, and I can hear it. It's kind of funny. Alright. In fact, you know what? Let's get some music going. Uh-oh. A surround on the Zealot, and boom, it goes down. So now he'll have control of the Xel'Naga Tower. And that's what happened last game. The Zerg took control of those Xel'Naga Towers. The Protoss did not care about the Xel'Naga Towers in last game. But even still, it didn't matter. The Protoss won pretty handily. Alright, Blink is almost done. We have weapons level 2 now for the Protoss. We have Glauber Constitution getting done here. We have Carapace level 1 just done now for the Zerg player. Hydralisk Den goes down. Another gateway going down. A robotics facility is being made. Okay, so let's look at the Protoss base. There's 4 gates. Here is the robotics facility. There's a gateway, and there's a gateway. So 2 more gateways on top of the 4, on top of the 5 he has. So 7 gateways. Twilight Council, Robo. He's researching Blink. Groove Spine's being researched. Ground Carapace level 2, and missile attack. I'm sorry, missile attack. Zerg missile attack level 2. 3 roaches going to pop out, and another hatchery. Or the hatchery. Oh, I see a micro hatch between the main and the natural. So we have a macro hatch. This is just for larvae. That's why you make a macro hatch like that. You just want the larva, the extra larva that you get from the hatchery. So this is a change from last game. Last game he just went ahead with those 3 hatches, and the Protoss was able to defeat him. This game, he's going to try to do a macro hatch and have the extra larva. And you expect him to have a pretty massive army here in just a little bit. Let's look at the income now. About equal income. The armies, the Protoss is ahead of the Zerg, but like I said, that macro hatch will provide the larva, and the Zerg should have no problem in catching up army-wise. Here's this hallucinated Phoenix. That sees the army, and that's it. It disappeared as soon as the Hydra shot at it. Lair is in a natural. It's kind of funny to see that sometimes, but oh well, he put the Lair in the natural. Here's the Hydralisk Den in the natural, and over here is a Spire. So hey, we're going to go Hydra and Spire, just like last game. He had some Mutalisks out in the field last game, and he had the Hydras out, obviously. Another Phoenix flying around, just scouting the map, seeing what he can find. Okay, so the Protoss third is now up and being mined at, so we're on equal bases. I'm sorry, it's 4 hatches versus the 3 Nexus. But see, the difference is this hatch is not being mined. You know what I mean? There's no minerals being added to this this hatchery. So, and it's like 3.5. Like I said, it's just for the larva. Hello, Dark Shrine. We have a Dark Shrine, and here's the robotics base. So Colossus can come out, DTs can come out, and another robotics facility is going to come out. So double robotics facility, a Dark Shrine, and a robotics bay. So Colossus, DTs, maybe some Archons. He'll have Blink. I mean, there's all kind of things going to happen here. Corruptors are going to come out now. 5 Heartless are coming out, 6 Roaches, and an Infestation Pit. Man, I guess Hive is next, right? Alright, so here's the Infestation Pit in the main. Gathering his Overlords all in one place, as you can see. The Spire is done, and now comes Hive. So we went right to Hive. We're at 16 minutes, and he started at Hive. The Protoss now goes to a 4th base. There it is. Here is a pylon. 3 pylons right here in this 4th base. Here's his army. Hallucinating in a Phoenix to do some more scouting. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, here's his army. And right over to the Zonaga Tower it goes. Into the 3rd base this Phoenix goes. They're shooting at it, doing nothing, and it goes down. Heard another one being attacked. I did not see where it was being attacked. Alright. Extended Thermal Lance is being researched. Weapons level 3 for the Protoss. 2 more Corruptors coming out. 3 Roaches. 2 Hydras. And a Hive, as you saw, is right here. And it's going to be done. He's spreading his creep. Making his little highway down here. Needs to make more, I believe. The Hydras need this creep to move rapidly. In space, like when your Hydras are out on the map, they need creep to really show their maneuverability. And there we go, lots of creep tumors going down, and he's really going to start spreading this creep down and get his highway going. Man, this Protoss now has 3 gates at his 4th. 3 gates here, walling in his natural. Dark Shrine is there, the Twilight Council is there, the 2 robotics facilities and a Robo Bay. Basically, he can double crank out the Colossus with these 2 robotics facilities, so you can get 2 at a time. On top of the army he has now, look at this. He has an Immortal, all these Stalkers. He has the Sentries and a Colossus. He has like what, 1 Zealot in there. So this is definitely a Stalker-heavy army. He's going to have the Colossus to deal with these Hydras. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, the DTs are inside the base, inside the 3rd base. Ouch. So he does have the Overseers. Notice the Overseers he has. That gives him the vision to see the DTs. How many did he get? He got 11 kills now. Devil got on the workers. Army-wise, 124 to 139. Man, this is going to be some heavy engagements when they all decide to do that. Oh, another DT over here in the 4th base. So still 11 workers killed. I think he went. Yeah, he was just focusing down the hatch, trying to get that hatch down. That's just devastating when a Zerg player loses a hatch like that to a DT. But look at all of these units for the Zerg.